So first off, in the greenhouse we have a big water trough that is converted to a pond with a DIY filter going there. And right now this just has all my mutt guppies in here. Last year they were in that 16-gallon pond and they just bred like crazy, so I thought I'd give them a little more room, see what they did. I love this pond with all the different colors and stuff that we get, and we just kind of add more of the coals or more of the like I had a pure line that got polluted because I wasn't paying attention, and one of the males jumped ship from the tank next to it inside, and I ended up dirtying the strain, so we just put them all in here and let them live out their lives. And what I really enjoy, there's lots of activity, lots of color, and who knows, maybe future breeding projects might pull out some of these and try our hand at developing our own line. I guess we'll see. Last year we had what were they, green dragon plecos in here, and they bred really well too, so I'll probably add some kind of a bottom dweller in here to breed probably plecos again. You can see the caves down in the bottom, maybe there's 2 caves down there still, so but something to take up the bottom. Anyway, over here we've got some of our other tanks. You've seen these, we haven't really done anything. I've got some Daphnia coming, which I'm going to probably put in half of that culture in this end 10-gallon tank here, and or excuse me, 5.5-gallon tank, and that way I have them out here growing, and then I can put the other part of the culture inside. That way if one crashes I still have the other half too. Not only that, but it's convenient to be out here. Underneath there we have a 16-gallon pond. Last year all of these mutt guppies were in that 16-gallon, and they just bred like crazy, so they don't need a whole lot of space. Here's some 55-gallon tanks for some future projects. Got some of my bonsai over here that survived when I moved here years ago from Portland. We've got some of the ponds here. I'm going to reset these up here pretty quick. I have to re-level this bench before I put water in those again, though. The legs are kind of, looks like it got, maybe this side got a little bit more water on the ground, and it's kind of sunk in, so it's way out of level. I don't want it to collapse, so I got to do that before I put too much on here. Over there in that corner is the only thing that I filled up and just added some plants. I'll show you that in just a minute. Over here is our ponds we have set up. We have 6 down here. These are the Laguna 60-gallon rectangular ponds. These 2 over here on the right don't have anything but plants in them right now. They're kind of cycling, and you can see that kind of brownish algae kind of stuff on the top. That will actually go away once this is done cycling. That's how these started over here. These 3 started out, and now they're just kind of green water with the plants in there. And so this first one I've got rice fish in the first one. Second one I've got some of the red endlers, and then the last one there I haven't put anything in there yet, but just the plants are, but it's ready to go. I'll probably add something this weekend. It's really hot, this greenhouse. I don't know what the temperature is, but outside is like 86 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to 95 today. Big jump. I think the previous weeks we had a couple in low 80s, but most of it was in the 70s and rainy, and then suddenly it's 95. That's typical Tri-Cities weather. And over here we have another water trough converted to a pond. Eventually this corner is going to be a pond, an actual in-ground pond that has a river basically running into it from outside of here, underneath here, so I can kind of shut it off, and then the fish can overwinter kind of inside where it's a little bit protected, and I might even drop some heaters in there or something, I don't know. And then just outside the greenhouse I'm going to put pea gravel and like some sort of structure for shade, so I can put ponds outside here too, and maybe some stands for my bonsai. We'll see. And then over here, this will eventually be cleaned out, and that's where I'm going to build an above ground running pond, basically for just growing plants during this growing season, some water plants. So we'll see how that goes. Over here's that tank that I was telling you about that I just set up just a few minutes ago with some plants from my other tanks, cuttings, and then a few that I got from Boost Plant. Don't have labels on them right now, but the first one there is Ludwigia Triple Red, and then these other two and a little bit of rose here are Rotala Macrandra Orange Juice. These are, which ones were these? Just got them in yesterday. I think it's Alternanthera Bizakian Red. I probably hacked that name, but something like that anyway, from Boost Plant. And then this is a cutting from Alternanthera Reneki Red, I think. I've got it written down inside. I'll put labels in here so I can remember what they are, and then I'll fill these in with some more plants as I take cuttings. This is kind of an experiment to see what it's going to do out here in the greenhouse. I'm going to put I've got air right here in this 1.25 inch pipe, so I'll run just an air lift in here for water movement. I'm going to try it without CO2 with this much natural light and stuff. We'll see what it does. I know that these right here, the Alternanthera Bizakian Red, whatever, they're supposed to require CO2, so we'll see. Kind of an experiment, see what I'm going to do. I also want to build a small hydroponics system out here to try and maybe grow some of these plants out of water. So anyway, that's about it. Quite a bit further than what the last time I videoed. I'm trying to decide if I really want to put in this open space right here. I can probably fit 2 more ponds, but then that might make it a little harder to access or work around the bigger pond over there. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. We'll see. We'll see if how many fish I decide I want to move out here and try breeding out here, and if I need more room, then guess what? I'll be setting them up, I'm sure. I left enough room in between them to kind of, so I could fit down here for maintenance or catching fish or whatever. And then the air is going to, I just got the parts from Lowe's today to extend it kind of along the top of the greenhouse and then drop it down, and then I'll run it in between these ponds, and then I'll pull the solar panels and the little 5-volt USB pumps out of here, and I'll use these for the ponds that are out in the yard. I've got 2 or 3 ponds out in the yard underneath shade that I'll run these off of. That's what they were intended for, where I have no air, no electricity or whatever. They work really good. There's actually a 12-volt plug on these too, so one of the experiments is to use these to run during the day, and I want to see if I can charge like a bank of 12-volt batteries or something, or a 12-volt battery that would maybe keep it charged so that at night it continues to run. We'll see. So far last year it didn't seem to have any problem, I mean, with stopping, but I'm sure that doesn't help the bacteria in the sponge filters when it stops. But that's it, and man, I'm sweating. It's quite warm, so I'm going to get out of here. But I just wanted to give you a quick update on the ponds and where we're at, and we'll do another one as we get this more settled and cleaned up. We got some stringers I need to replace in here. I got the wood for it the other day too. Just need to do it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Again, this is 3B Aquatics, and go ahead and subscribe and like if you like what you saw, or give me some suggestions on what kind of content or what you want to see. Eventually we'll do some sort of a greenhouse, or not a greenhouse, but a fish room tour, and show you all the fish tanks and what we have in it, and you know, what we're doing. So thanks for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you next time.